Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and on this video I am going to continue about SUNY Korea Info 101 episode 3. Next, I'll be talking about the dorm facilities. So this is gonna be a lot of fun and there will be a lot of things that I will mention, so don't forget your note, but I'll also put some notes below in my description box. And I feel like this is quite important if you're now packing for things that you have to bring to campus. So okay, let's start right now. So firstly, the kitchen. We have a shared fridge and a freezer. It's like a big fridge, but the problem with that is there were a lot of stealing problems. I lost a peach, I lost multiple ice creams, I lost my kimbap, I lost many things. And even my roommate, I think last semester, someone ate her pasta and she caught her in the act. So it's kind of crazy. So what I did, finally, I put all of my things always like in either a plastic bag or a paper bag, and I will tie it so that it's not easy for people to see what stuff I have. And like I think like people are lazy to just take the bag and like try to open the bag. And yeah, if you just put your kimbap or like anything in an open space in the fridge, they will just see it and like take it and eat it without your permission. And even you have your name on it and like your dorm room number on it, people still take it. I don't know why. So that's a problem. You can rent a mini fridge from the IGC office because they have specifications on a fridge you can have in your dorm, and some other electronic appliances. Not everything is allowed in your dorm room, so it's better to check with the office first before buying things. So yeah. In the kitchen we also have a microwave, so you can use that. It's kind of slow, but it works fine. And then we also have a stove. They are electric stove. So make sure if you buy a pot or a pan or bring pot or pan, make sure they are induction pan or pot, because I think some pans doesn't work or it takes longer to heat up. I think last time I bought a random pot and it takes a long time for it to heat up. Only like to boil water, it takes a long time. So make sure to check that. And we also, of course, have a sink, and you will have to buy or prepare your own sponge and also your liquid soap. Sometimes the RA for your floor will prepare it for you, but sometimes it runs out just so fast. So I usually have my own sponge, and if you want to have like the gloves for you to wash plates, some Koreans have that. I don't feel comfortable using the gloves because I can't really feel if my plate is clean or not, so I usually just use my bare hand. I usually have my own sponge because using the shared sponge, it's kind of gross because I just don't feel comfortable doing that. So I always prepare my own sponge and I hide them away. I have like a big bag that I seal that includes all of my ingredients for like cooking, and also like knife, fork, and cooking, eating utensils. I put everything inside. In the kitchen, there's basically nothing but the appliances. So for like fork, spoon, knife, or other cooking utensils, you have to prepare or buy on your own. I usually just buy them from Daiso. You don't need to bring them from home. You can basically buy everything from there, and they sell it for a very cheap price. And I have a list on what you need to bring. Basically bowls, plates, fork, knife, chopsticks, mugs or tumblers or water container. If you want to cook, like the strainer or grater or cutting mat, all of that is not provided, and all of that is available at Daiso. And if you want to get like a small Tupperware that you can store your food, Daiso sells them too. So I believe that Daiso have everything and you don't need to worry about that. If you want to bring a tumbler, you can bring it from home, but other than that, I don't think you should bring it from home because it takes a lot of your luggage space, and we have Daiso. When you start buying things from Daiso, I really recommend you guys to just buy a light one, buy a durable one, but then don't buy like a pretty or like heavy ones because it will be hard for you to bring them back home. And some students just buy the disposable ones. I know it's not eco-friendly, but at one point of dorm life, I believe you might get tired of like washing and everything and just want to throw away after you're done with it. So it's an option, and Daiso have that too. For cooking appliances, some sophomore or like junior students also sell them during the start of semester on Kakao. I believe that your OT leader will invite you to the SUNY group chat and they will start selling things from pots, pans, basically everything to hangers and some books, even school books. They will sell it on Kakao, and I think you kind of have to catch it fast or not it will be sold because they usually sell it at a very cheap price, although it's secondhand. Next, I'm going to talk about the room. So first thing that you have to remember is the bed sheets. So our bed is relatively small. I don't think it's relatively small. It is small. It is 80 to 200 centimeters, and I bought the 100 times 200 centimeters bed sheet, and I just tucked the excess in like under the bed and it works just fine. I brought that one from home because I went to Korea with my parents last time and have 3 big luggage so it fits. But then if you are traveling alone, I think you can just buy it from Gmarket. Gmarket is amazing, and you can check out using your credit card, like international credit card. And for the address, I think you can contact the RC, residential college, or the school to help you, because since we will be in quarantine, it might be kind of confusing and we won't really have much space for our luggage, especially if you're traveling alone. For pillows, I really recommend you guys to buy from Gmarket also. They sell, and I think last time I saw there are a lot of promotion, like 1+1, which is like buy one free one. So you can check that out. And also blankets. They don't provide you blankets also, so you should bring or buy them. I forgot to mention that we also have H&M Home at Triple Street, but it's not possible right now because we have to quarantine right after we landed. And then for clothes, from my experience, I brought so many of my clothes. I came from a tropical country and most of my clothes are just like summer clothes, like t-shirts, and I brought so many of them. I only used like half of what I brought, so that was a problem because I had to bring half of them back home and my luggage got overweight on my flight back home, so that's a problem. But I really recommend you guys to just bring your daily convenient clothes and some fancy clothes, because I feel like summer is quite short and then it will start to get windy very fast, and then fall and then winter very fast. Songdo is the reclamated area, is that the right word? So it was previously ocean, so the wind is really strong, although the sunsets are really pretty, but then the wind is really strong and we have like tall dorm buildings that blocks the wind. Basically the wind is so bad and it gets cold really fast, so I really recommend you guys to bring a jacket from home because it gets cold at night in Songdo. Don't bring too much summer clothes because I believe you will eventually shop more in Korea, and also you will buy things that fit the weather in Korea more, if that makes sense. I feel like the clothes that I brought from home is not 100% fit with the weather in Korea, so I eventually bought more. And the clothes for Korea are made for people in Korea. That's why for fall and winter clothing, I mostly just buy paddings and like coats from Korea. I recommend you to bring your winter padding, like I'll put a picture right here. I bought mine from Uniqlo and I feel it's quite convenient, and padding is a necessity in Korea because it gets really cold and very windy in Songdo, so you have to have that. Sometimes they have like a sale in the malls, like in Triple Street during fall, like very close to winter. If you already have one from home, you can just bring that. Yeah. And then for washing clothes, we have laundry area. We have a washing machine and also a drying machine. They're separate machines, and we have like we have like this laundry cart. This is like a prepaid cart for washer and dryer. So each machine costs 1,000 per use. So every time I wash, it costs me 2,001, 1,000 for washing machine and 1,000 for drying machine. I think it's convenient. It only takes like 50 minutes for the washing machine and also 50 minutes for the drying machine. When you first got into the campus, you won't have this card just yet, but if you go to the laundry room, I think it should be on the first floor. There's like a machine and you have to prepare cash. I usually just put in 10,000 at first, so it allows me to wash my clothes 5 times, and you will get this card. Some tips: remember to always bring your card every time you wash your clothes. I usually just put it in my wallet or just put it in my laundry bag. And another tip is always be careful when tapping this. Don't tap this twice, because once I got it tapped like twice or 3 times because I put it on my wallet and it kind of tapped more than once and it got deducted and I can't. Yeah, it's just gone. So be careful. For a laundry bag, when you shop in like Daiso or Home Plus or any other place, basically, they will offer you like a big eco bag. I'll try to put a photo right here if it exists on the internet. Basically a big bag, so I usually just use that for my laundry bag. And the thing is, I always forgot to bring my shopping bag every time I go shopping, so I eventually buy a new one every time. So I use that bag for my laundry bag, I use that bag for like my kitchen things, all of my cooking utensils, eating utensils, and also like the ingredients. I put it inside that shopping bag also. Every time you go shopping, don't forget to bring your shopping bag. One more thing about the laundry room is they don't offer you detergent and softener, so you have to buy your own. Usually the brands I use for detergent is just Tide, and also for softener I use Downy. That's my 2 favorite brands. You can either buy it from Gmarket, and if you got comfortable with the Korean language and everything, you can just use Coupang and maybe ask your Korean friends to help you buy from Coupang, because they offer like very fast delivery. Or not, you can just use Gmarket, or you can walk through Home Plus to buy that, but I feel like it's really far to go to Home Plus, so I usually just buy with my friends and just like share. They usually sell it in like a bulk price, and it's cheaper if you buy like 3 or 5. Another option is you can just go to Daiso and buy your detergent and softener. They sell it for a very cheap price. I think mine, it costed me around 1,000 to 3,000 won only for a big, like, huge jar of detergent and softener. You might want to check Daiso if you're lazy. But the thing is, with the Daiso detergent and softener, they don't really have a strong scent, and I don't think they do a proper cleaning as much as Tide does. So it's up to you. And then the next important thing in the dorm is we have Wi-Fi, but we don't have the router. How do you pronounce that? So we basically don't have Wi-Fi in our dorm room, I mean. When you get to Korea, you will have to get that. I think it shouldn't be that expensive. Last time I checked, it was only like 10,000, 20,000 won for like a basic one. I will put a post right here and also post a link down below for the product that I recommend from Gmarket, so you can just check out. And again, if you need an address, maybe you can just DM me or also DM the school to help you set it up, because you will need that when you get to the dorm. Or another option, you can go to Home Plus to buy it, but again, Home Plus is kind of far unless you really like walking. Next is clothing racks. So some of my friends have like the PVC built like DIY rack, and I didn't use any of that last semester because I was in double dorm and I feel like I have enough storage even though I have extra clothes. If you want to buy some racks or like plastic racks, I think you can get it either at Gmarket or Coupang, but I don't think it's necessary. You can just unpack your stuff and try to hang them first, or like set it up in the dorm first, and if you think you need one, you can just buy it later. And then hangers. We don't have hangers, so you can just buy it at Daiso. They have many options, from like the cheap ones and like to the fancy expensive ones. I recommend you to buy the ones with like a rubber thingy on the hanger so your clothes won't fall off. They have a lot of options in Daiso that you can check out. Another thing that you want to buy from Daiso is the trash can. I used to have one trash can in the bathroom and one trash can in the halls. It's more convenient that way because I feel like there are two separate trash, like dry and wet trash somehow. And for the trash bags, you can get it in the housing office, which is in dorm A. So you can get that for free, and every time you run out, you can just grab them, and you can grab multiple at once, so you don't have to buy a trash bag. And last semester, I almost brought my corkboard to dorm, but thank God I didn't bring it because it won't be useful. On our desk, we have like a metal board, like a magnet board. So if you buy a magnet from Office Depot that's in Triple Street, or if you want to bring your own magnets from home, you can just stick maybe your schedule or anything like photos on that board on your table. And also our door is made of like metal, so if you want to stick anything onto your door, you can just stick it with a magnet. If you want to decorate your room, usually like tumbler lights, you can bring your tumbler lights from home, and I think they might sell it in Kupang or G Market, but if you already have one from home, you can just bring it from home. Our wall is covered with wallpaper. I don't recommend you guys to stick like glue or any 3M kind of tape onto it because you will rip the wallpaper for sure, and you will have to pay for that, and you don't want to pay for those damage. What I recommend you guys is get some satin pins, which are basically small thin pins. I will try to put a photo right there from Office Depot. So a student from fashion design, that's only gave it to me. It's very useful because it doesn't really damage the wallpaper. Well, it creates some small dots, but because it's like satin pins, it doesn't create a lot of damage, so it's still okay. I will also try to put a picture of my tumbler lights from last semester right here if that's possible. Yeah. So I built that with satin pins and also the tumbler lights I brought from home. Next, for cleaning, my roommate introduced me to this amazing tool from Daiso. I never used it back home. So it is kind of like a roller. If you roll it on the floor, the dust and everything on the dirt will stick on the roller, and you can just rip like one page off after you use it and throw it away, and it will leave you with a brand new clean sticky sheet that you can use again for the next time. And they sell it at Daiso. I don't really use actual mops to mop my floor. I mop my floor quite often, and I use like this mop sheet from Daiso. I'm not sure if it's eco-friendly, but I use that most of the time, and it's only 1,001 for one pack, so it's convenient and it's cheap. If you want a more eco-friendly option, I think you can rent a mop from the office. You don't have to buy a mop. Don't buy an actual mop, okay? Don't buy a mop. And you might want to bring your makeup and also stationery from home, and for like organizers, you can just buy them at Daiso. Again, Daiso have everything, and it's a Japanese brand, so they have like a lot of those cute, very functional organizers, so you don't have to worry about that. Or like cleaning pads, cotton buds, Q-tips, they also sell it at Daiso, so you don't have to bring a bunch of them from home. But what I recommend is you to bring your own sanitary napkin from home, like feminine pad. I heard if you're from the US, the ones offered in Korea, it's kind of different compared to my home country, Indonesia. The price for sanitary napkins in Korea is kind of expensive, so I just bring them from home. Next, I'm going to explain about the bathroom. The most important thing is toilet paper. They don't provide you toilet paper, and they don't have like the spray thing. So toilet paper is a necessity. You can just buy them from Daiso. I usually bought like the 6 or 12 packs of toilet paper, so I don't have to go back and forth to Daiso. And then we don't have a bath mat, so if you want to buy a bath mat, it's also available in Daiso. Tips for bath mat: my roommate told me this: buy one that have like a rubber back so it doesn't move when you walk on it, and especially it's a bathroom mat, so you don't want it to be slippery.
I also forgot to mention that you should also bring or buy your own bath towels because the school don't provide it for you.
And you will have to buy your own soap, shampoo, if you use like Sure Puffs, sponge, cotton pads, cotton buds, face wash, skincare, makeup remover. It is available at Olive Young, right at the entrance of Triple Street. So if you want to just buy like a Korean product, they sell at Olive Young. They have everything from makeup to like skincare. But if you have like a certain brand that you like that you don't think is available in Korea, you can just buy your own. And toothbrush, toothpaste, mouthwash, you can buy it at Daiso for like 1,000 won. And then like the mouthwash cup thingy and deodorant. Some friends told me that Korea don't have much options for deodorant, so if you want to bring your own deodorant from home, you should bring that. Last tip for shopping in Korea, don't forget to always bring your shopping bag because they will charge you for plastic bags and you don't want that, and you also want to save the earth. You don't want to buy another eco bag every time you go shop like me. So that's it for today's video. I'm sorry it's kind of long because I need to explain a lot of things, but I hope it's helpful for you guys to pack and like have an idea of what you need to bring or buy for dorm. And if you are planning to go next year, I hope this gives you an idea of SUNY Korea more. If you're going this year, I hope to see you guys soon on campus and have a safe flight to Korea. Don't forget to like, subscribe to my video if you want to see more helpful videos and informative videos about FIT and SUNY Korea. And I'll see you next week. Bye!